Hello and welcome to my update on my diary for my happiness class. I was reminded to do this right now because I had texted my person out of my jar, which has been going super well. It's starting to get lower and lower and lower. Here, actually bring it over. Oh, that was not cute. But, it started up at the top, and now it's down to here. So, I thought I probably should have been keeping them to, see, how many people I have affected, but I think that this is also probably a good representation, right? I'm able to see, it was packed all the way up to here, and now, it's almost halfway gone. So, yeah, but the person that I texted today, was the first person to ever be kind of random, but okay. Some days I send texts being like, oh, I miss you, I hope your day is going well, and they're a little bit more in depth. People that I don't see as much, though, I sometimes send a bloop. So this was just oh, hey, you're amazing, and I love ya, hope you're having a great day. She's like, wow, this is really nice and random. Hope you're having a fabulous day, too. So, I just thought it was funny because it was the first person that I feel like ever had the response thanks. So, yeah, everything else, the reason that I am in the outfit I'm in is because I'm actually going to hot yoga. So, I wasn't really good at going last week. It was my birthday week, so we went out a lot. I was just feeling really gross about myself after a crazy weekend, so I didn't go a lot then, but I'm getting back into my groove that I had before my birthday weekend. We had a mental health day for class, and so I sat outside Starbucks and waited for my next class, which was actually really nice, and I honestly really miss doing that. In the middle of the day, every other year, I've had at least an hour break at some point, because I like to schedule my classes Tuesdays and Thursdays, whatever, have that break. So I think next semester I'm going to try to make that happen with my class schedule, because I do really miss having that time. I'm going to change up my intentional activities a little bit for reducing anxiety for schoolwork. I'm going to, because I'm just not crossing things off my planner. I'm writing things in there and I'm just not crossing them off. What I'm going to do instead is I need to go to Starbucks once a week to study. At least, at bare minimum. Even if I feel I don't have anything to study. I have to go to Starbucks for one day, at least 2 hours. And I have to go and I have to sit there, because I went yesterday and I got so much done, and I was there for 2.5 hours. If I did that at least once a week, I feel like I would get way more done, and hopefully I'd be able to do it more. But I'm not gonna stress myself out. On Wednesdays, I usually have a little bit more time after class, right now, but on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I come home and I'm exhausted. And Mondays I don't get home till 9. So I'm going to say once a week, weekday, weekend, I'm going to do that. I'm going to write it down on my purple sheet as a new thing to do, because I think that I'm telling myself that I have to cross it off. And every time I do these updates, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't do it. Great. I've been making my lunch pretty regularly, and even when I forget to do it before, I run and grab things really quick, so I haven't bought my lunch at school this semester, which is so crazy, because I think it's also partially to do with my schedule, but last semester I ate Chick-fil-A so much on campus. My other things, my intentional activity with the jar has been going really great, and also calling my sister has been going really well. I think that it's not as much it's not as a regular, it's not as regular of an activity, but I've talked to my sister already, like, way more than I have in the previous semesters or times we've been away at school. Um, and I've noticed too, like, now she comes to me for things. So I think it is very, I think it's been very apparent the difference it's made. So yeah, that's gonna my change is that I'm gonna tell myself I have to, like, not necessarily Starbucks. We go out of the house to study for 2 hours. I can go to the library. I can do something. Um, my room's been decently clean, so I don't even think it's that. I think it's just like one of those things where I really like to socialize, talk to people. My bed's really cozy, so I just think that if I tell myself for 2 hours instead of sitting in my bed doing homework, I have to go out and do it somewhere else. I think that'll be really helpful, beneficial to relieving some of that stress. So, okay, bye.